Good afternoon, it's me. We had some weather-related problems last night that carried over to this morning, like the elevator's not working and electricity's going on and off, so that's why I'm late. I'm sorry. I know a lot of you are expecting instructions on tomorrow night. Listen, just go to YouTube and and just type in either my name, Jeffrey Bruff, okay, or type in a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and then click on live, okay? That should do it, all right? If not, I know other people have done it because I've had videos from years ago I did this way and I had no problem. So anyhow, at 7 p.m. tomorrow night, I'll be live, okay? And probably every Thursday at that time from now on. I don't know. I want to do some other things during the day than make videos in the morning. So we'll see what happens. All right. I have some rehab stuff I want to do for my body. So we'll see what happens. We'll try it and see what happens. All right. Okay. Big story. So far as I'm concerned, the only story today is Trump saying he's going to take over Gaza. Well, if you want to have troops in constant combat, that's the ideal place to put them. I don't think the Arab world's going to go along. According to what I'm reading, the Arab world doesn't want to do it, and Europe ain't real happy about it either. Trump is doing this manifest destiny thing, where he's supposedly the world leader, you know. You put, let me tell you something. You put the United States next to Israel, and you have the rest in the middle of the Arab world, and you're going to have some serious problems, diplomatic and military, because nobody's going to go for that one. You know, it just makes no sense to me whatsoever. But that's Trump. I said to my wife when I read this morning, I said he's going to take all the minority troops and put them over there so that they're out of the way. Well, first of all, we don't have segregated military units, so that would be a little difficult to do, but I'm sure he'd figure out a way to do it. This man is a detriment to the world, and you people just don't realize it. And by the time you realize it, things are going to be so screwed up, we may never get them back again. All right? He's making it unsafe for Americans. We're regaining the title of the ugly American. We're not welcome in a lot of places anymore. You know? And that's a shame because we as a people have nothing to do with this. Of course, we did let the asshole get elected, so that's probably part of the problem. But we didn't, go out and say, do this or do that. You know, we don't. I don't agree with anything he says. You know. I haven't got a lot of problems with the I'm like a lot of other people, I guess. Some of his immigration policies I don't have any problem with. The fact that he's starting to store people at Guantanamo, I have a lot of problems with. Because you're right now you're getting people that are honest and hardworking and whatnot that are scared shitless to go home, but they're going to go home. You know? It's like a free ticket. And a lot of them know that they can come back anytime they want, and then it's impossible to stop these guys from coming across the border. You know, you have to stop them from getting into Mexico, into Canada. Then you can stop them from coming across our borders. Otherwise, you're not going to stop them from coming across our borders. You know, I mean, they're basically, I don't care what kind of walls you put up. Walls are just a minor obstacle, you know. Especially to the maybe they're more of an obstacle to the people, granted, but as far as the drug trade goes, they're just a minor obstacle. Seriously, you found the underground. They found underground tunnels. They found the railroads that they were running, and they were running people in that way too. So, now you want to just run in, now if they just want to run in drugs, I don't think the United States will stop them. Because, you see, a poor populace that's high on drugs is less dangerous than a poor populace that's just pissed, and you're going to have that. You're going to have and people say, well, he's got the military on his side. Who's going to, how? Let me tell you something. This ain't an ordinary country, all right? We have half the people they don't know how many guns are out. They give you a number of how many guns are out there, and they don't have any idea, okay? How many people own guns, how much access there is to weaponry and ammunition in this country, within the borders of this country. So to sit there and say, okay, we're going to do this, and they won't be able to do anything because they won't have any guns, and you're going to say that you're going to go after a certain population or an ethnic group, and you instinctively believe the military will just accept those orders. The military does not accept illegal orders, okay? They risk, just because they say they were ordered to do that doesn't mean anything. Ask the Germans after World War II when they said we were just following orders. No, that doesn't work that way anymore, folks. You're supposed to be somewhat of an independent thinker. And if you believe the order is actually wrong, and you still follow it, then you have to face the consequences yourself. Alright? That's the way it is. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I'm really upset about the GAXA thing. I mean, he's dismantling the government, and it's very obviously that he has a hatred of the United States Constitution, because the Constitution tends to constrain him, and he doesn't want to be a ruler. He doesn't want to have any constraints on him, and he's not right. He's wrong. He's destroying one of the best forms of government in the world. One that hasn't had a revolution in 250 years. It was a small blip in the 1800s for the Civil War. I call it a blip. It wasn't. I mean, millions of people. It was a horrible war, but as far as the continuity of government goes, it was just a small blip compared to the rest of the world. You're giving up rights. The biggest one you're giving up is the right of freedom of speech, which will basically put the clamp on me one day too, probably. But that's, I'm older and dirt, and I don't give a crap. But I'm not gonna, go spend thousands of dollars on equipment so I can become a pirate radio station to you guys. But Trump has already disrupted the Super Bowl with his antics. He took out what was it? I think it's Stop Racism or something like that in the end zone. He had that removed because he's going to go to the Super Bowl, which will make the Super Bowl the biggest security risk in history. And the thing is, they say, well, we don't have to, because maybe they shoot him, but they can't get away. That's the attitude. You can kill him, but you can't get away. He'll be wearing his bulletproof clothing. They'll probably put him inside one of the glass, what do you call those, booths or whatever, so that he's protected. Of course, he'll stick his head out every once in a while, and it'll be totally impossible to get a weapon in there in advance. So, trying to carry a weapon in there is not going to work out real well. They install sensors everywhere, and you have drones flying around with sensors. And my opinion is that if they were truly a diversitized organization, corporation, the NFL, they would refuse to play the game on Sunday. It would cost advertisers billions of dollars. Okay? The players have money in the bank already, so they lose a few $1,000,000 here or there, you know, but the NFL would lose big time. The TV stations would lose big time. The people that supported that support them, that are just as guilty as Trump, would lose big time. So if I was really seriously about it, I wouldn't play. It's a game. It's not a lifestyle, you know. But that's me. What can I tell you, you know? But this is really I have to keep coming back to this thing. He wants to take over Gaza. It's bad enough he wanted to take over the Panama Canal. South America doesn't have that kind of military might that they can really give him a hard time. But Europe does, and so does I don't know what part. What do they call that? The Mideast. Yeah, they have. You know, you got the Saudi Arabia ain't happy about it, dude. That's their oil. That's our oil. You know, it ain't gonna happen. So I mean, he can talk about it if he wants, but he's stupid, and he'll try to figure out some sort of maybe an international force to go in there, where he has, you know, some sort of say. If it happens, we will be at war with somebody before the end of the year. And it's not going to be good. Americans are going to start dying. For what? For Trump's little whim? And that's what it is. It's not a legal thing. It's not a constitutional thing. You would be dying for the whim of a president. Wow. Don't want to see that happen, let me tell you. But it's possible. With Donald, you never know, you know. All right, listen, you know what time it is. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, help me out a little bit here, get me a good spot, especially if I stay live. Get me a good spot, you know. I think the 8 guys that are subscribed to me, I think it'll be real easy for you to find my videos, you know. And you know, I have the comments I want to see are either educatedly negative. In other words, you've got a true opinion that you can back up that justifies what you're saying, or you agree with me on, you know, explain to me why you agree with me so that I know what I'm doing is right, and not just because I dislike Trump, you know what I mean? My dislikes of his programs have nothing to do with the fact that I think he's a scumbag. But that's, you know, I don't like what he's doing. So anyhow, comments, you know, like that are okay. If you said, you know, I don't want to see comments, you're an asshole, you're a friggin' idiot. Well, yes I am, but that's something, you know, that's got nothing to do with anything right now. That doesn't take away from the purpose of the video, you know, the topic of the video. You know, if you got to complain, try to complain about the topic of the video. Keep it real, folks. And if you look down at the bottom of my video right now, and guess who's here? That's Lucy, my German pincher. She's gonna be, what is she gonna be, 4 or 5 this year? Soon, you know. I got a grandkid coming up on his 2nd birthday this year. I got, wow, everybody's getting old. If I make it to January of 2025 and I don't get shot down or shot or just die of old age, I'll be 80 years old. Anyhow, you guys take care. Have a great day. Don't look for a video during the day tomorrow. Tune in live. YouTube, my channel, Jeffrey Bruff, or look up a little bit of this and a little bit of that, you know, in the videos. Find it, you know, watch it. If I find out something different about how to hook up, I'll let you know prior to the video tomorrow night, okay? Everybody have a good day.